Ashton, another pre-season run out against Ashton Athletics tonight. Just give us your overall assessment.
Yeah, really, when you're looking at pre-season, the scoreline isn't particularly relevant. Obviously, from a managerial and a coaching point of view, what you want to see really is the way we implement things starting to take shape in a competitive format. So we're seeing some really good stuff in training, and you just want to see those bits start coming out in games. So I think we saw that tonight. We were obviously full control. I think it must have been 85% possession. I think it reflected more, rather than Saturday with Chester, where we had more of the ball, but it was quite even, and they came at us a bit more. This was probably more reflective of what a league game is going to be for us, especially at home, where teams will have a sit-in by design, or we'll force them to sit in with how we build the game. So I felt it was more reflective of a game and the challenge that we're going to face at home a lot more this season. In terms of where we're at and what we've worked on and how new 5 or 6 of the group is, really pleased. We should have been 5-6 up really in the first 20 minutes. But in terms of our game idea and what we're working on at the moment, yeah, we're really happy.
As much as these pre-season matches are important to build minutes and build sort of tactics, the training sessions that you get with the lads in the week are also very important. What's been the most important thing that you've been working on with the lads over this sort of pre-season campaign so far?
Yeah, well, obviously last year we had a very established way of playing, and we've added some real quality to that, some real quality individuals in different positions. So some who build the game well, some who can go 1v1, some are creative at the top end of the pitch. So I think from our point of view, it's trying to remind lads where we left off and get back to what we were doing. But it's getting the new lads to understand how that operates. So all the talent that we've got, and we're going to have improved on last year in terms of introducing them, but it's getting that game idea, everyone together. So how we build the game with the ball, how we counter press, what we do when we turn the ball over, the positions that we want to fill. I think in terms of the 3 games so far, we're probably slightly ahead of where we want to be.
And looking at the squad, as you mentioned, there are a few new faces. How do you feel the group has gelled together so far?
I think it's been 3 good performances from what we're seeing in training. Extremely excited about the group next year. I think we've got some incredible talent that we've added in. I think the fans are going to love the new lads that we've brought in. I think obviously at the minute they're not going to see the best of them. They're doing fine, but you're not going to see the best of them until we're at 100% fitness, until the competitive games kick in really. Yeah.
And looking at a couple of individuals tonight, Conapai missed out of the weekend and has come back in today, played well, got on the score sheet. How did you see his performance today?
Yeah, he did really well. I think with him and Beto and with Keylord, this is probably an example really of pre-season. So we know there's areas that they do really, really well, and then we've dropped Key, Beto and Conapai into the back 3 today as centre halves, because we think it's important for them to be able to defend 1v1 and understand that position a bit deeper than them. So we know how good those 3 are going forward, and it's the defensive side we want them to get a bit more exposure with. Thought all 3 of them did really well. Connor did great, yeah, especially second half going forward, back in his normal position at wing back.
And looking between the sticks today, Russ Saunders came in midway through last season as cover for Mitch in that game at Charnock Richard away last year. How key can he be to this squad this season?
Russ is big. I think what a lot of people don't see is behind the scenes training. Russ has got brilliant leadership. He's got a lot of experience. He's obviously been a manager at this level before as well. And we've got to keep him sharp. We've got to keep him match fit as much as we can, because he might be called upon at any point.
And looking at the squad, in a previous answer you looked at, you mentioned how you're sort of slightly ahead of where you wanted to be. Does that amend your targets going through the rest of pre-season, or are you sort of then looking at where you're at now?
Yeah, we go into a lot of detail, lad, really on it. So without going into too much publicly, every single week we're measuring a percentage of where every individual we feel as if they're at. Starting off at 50% first week and then 100% by the end of the 6th week, and that'll be August the 2nd when we've got the first FA Cup game. So we know exactly where the lads are at physically. You want to try and get out of pre-season where the team's playing how you want, but you want to get no injuries. So a bit disappointing tonight for Tyler to pick up a knock. I thought there were some bad challenges that went in at the end of the game, and that was a bit disappointing. So to lose Tyler's obviously disappointing, but thankfully we didn't lose many more because it was getting a bit tasty at the end.
Looking ahead to the weekend, a trip to Buxton. Again, at this time of the pre-season campaign, you don't know quite what you could come up against. What you expecting at the weekend?
Top side. Obviously, in terms of the contact time they get with them, another team like Chester, they really play. It'll be a really good test for our lads, and I think it does bring an extra percentage out of the lads when you're playing teams leagues above, as you saw with Chester at the weekend as well. But look, the result, you want to win games obviously, but the results just aren't important. It's the performances, it's the way that we're playing, it's the improvements that we want to see in terms of collectively. It's making sure lads get through, like I said, with no injuries.
And how good has it been to get back to sort of training and playing?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I mean, it's there's no place like Gig, is there? And you never take it for granted. Training here and seeing the faces of the new lads coming in, and yeah, there's nothing like getting back together. And yeah, I think we're really excited for the season. But like I said at the start, we've got a really exciting group. We will definitely improve on last year, and we're going to give it a good go. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Tim.